About 14 million people face hunger in southern Africa because of a drought that has been exacerbated by the El Nino weather pattern. And that's according to the United Nations World Food Program. In Zimbabwe, 1.5 million people, that's more than 10% of the population, face hunger.
In countries like Zimbabwe, a vast majority of farmers are utterly dependent on rainfall as they cannot afford irrigation systems.
If we had dams and irrigation systems, this area could have been spared from the drought. The rains have been very erratic.
Midway through the farming season, the fields around the village are normally green at this time of the year, but now they lie barren. Local people who should be looking forward to the harvest in late March are instead awaiting its failure and wondering how to make do with mere supplies of food aid.
This season is really bad as we can want to compare with the previous year, like last year. Last year we managed to receive some rains whereby our communities managed to plant something in the ground. But this year it's a bad year.
Villagers in Mafomti say they were being forced to sell their surviving cattle, prized possessions in rural Zimbabwe, which families usually keep to fund future family expenses such as educating the next generation. Some are considering trekking the 100 kilometers to the South African border to look for food.
It's very tough. Most households are going to collapse. Children will drop off to school because of hunger. Most people will opt to go to South Africa to look for food because not all of us will benefit from this food assistance. But if the World Food Program increases the number of beneficiaries, it might help.
El Nino events typically bring drier conditions to southern Africa and wetter ones to East Africa. The dry, hot conditions are expected to persist until the start of the Southern Hemisphere autumn in April or May. 500 kilometers south of capital Harare, 375 families have received aid, which is expected to feed a total of 2,784 people.
Some stories there, human angle story, what's going on in Southern Africa. But let's try to end this program on a bit of a happy note. Nearly 300 instruments with both historical and celebrity connections will be up for auction by Guernseys in New York. At the heart of the sale is a wide assortment of guitars. One highlight has an Eric Clapton connection. The sale will unquestionably feature the finest collection of Larson Brothers instruments, one of which was an instrument owned by Johnny Cash and then gifted to a young Bob Dylan who played it. U.S. singer and songwriter George Benson is letting go of 20 of his personal instruments. Some of the top lots include an electric guitar once owned by Eddie Van Halen, which is expected to fetch between $50,000 and $60,000, and a rare 7-string guitar owned by Tony Motola, estimated at between $70,000 and $80,000. The auction will be held on February the 27th in exactly 30 days in New York. You can string all that for your lunchtime with us here on Channels Television. This is Business Incorporated. I am Bosin Amafai. I'll see you next time.